Hello, crewmates and cruise addicts. This is GFree, your cruise therapist, with your daily boarding call for Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in and welcome aboard today's boarding call, where we unpack the latest cruise and travel headlines without charging you an overweight baggage fee or asking why is there an entire wheel of cheese in your suitcase and you're going to the Caribbean. Hey, we don't ask, this is a safe space, and we don't judge. Coming up, crew and cruise addict, today we got drama. A cruise ship casino apparently became a little too much like fight night. Somebody hit the jackpot on the Utopia of the Seas, and somebody else hit their last nerve. One of Carnival's legend is celebrating 39 years with the cruise line. Can you imagine 39 years? Some of us can't even commit to dinner each night. If you're flying through Chicago or New York today, your itinerary may be experiencing a little turbulence before you ever leave the gate. Also, before clicking free Wi-Fi at 35,000 feet, make sure Bubba in 22B didn't create it on a Delta flight. So grab your favorite drink, grab your boarding pass, turn your phone off auto connect, and let's get in today's boarding call. First up, what happens in the casino apparently ends up on TikTok. The casino aboard the Royal Caribbean Utopia of the Seas got a little more action than anybody ordered. There's a video making the rounds on TikTok reportedly showing two female passengers involved in an altercation inside the ship's casinos. One of the women appearing to strike the other before ship security stepped in. The incident was being reported today on the Utopia of the Seas. Now, we don't know everything that happened before the camera started rolling, and that's important, but we do know cruise ship security eventually intervened. Folks, that's not what they mean when they say hit me. That's blackjack. This ain't the WWE at sea. Listen, vacation disagreements happen. Somebody took your slot machine. Somebody cut the buffet line. Somebody's chair was apparently reserved by one little lonely flip-flop for 6 hours. But walking away is always free. And unlike the casino, walking away has some pretty good odds. Now, from casino drama to Carnival milestone. Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Hale is celebrating 39 years with Carnival. Yay! The milestone was reported following a celebration aboard Carnival Vista late in July, where the ship's senior officers presented Hill with a commemorative plaque. And crewmates and cruise addicts, his journey is pretty incredible. John joined Carnival in the late 80s as a bar waiter, moved into entertainment, became a cruise director in 1990, and eventually became Carnival's brand ambassador. 39 years. Do you realize how long that is in cruise years? That's approximately, let me calculate it out. That is 47,000 guys, burgers, 93,000 towel animals, and enough good morning, ladies and gentlemen, announcements to circle the Caribbean twice. Okay, I made those numbers up, but you get the point. Congratulations to John Hill on 39 years of keeping the Carnival spirit alive. Now, crewmates, fasten your seatbelts because we're moving from the cruise terminal to the airport. And Mother Nature has apparently requested a gate change. Severe storms hitting Chicago and New York caused hundreds of delays and cancellations. Around 2 p.m. earlier today, Chicago O'Hare had recorded more than 120 cancellations and over 400 delays. Meanwhile, JFK and LaGuardia combined had more than 100 cancellations and over 250 delayed flights. American, United, Delta, and JetBlue were among airlines offering weather-related flexibility for affected travelers. So if you're flying into your cruise vacation through Chicago or New York, check that out.
Check that out. Check that out.
Don't arrive at the airport at 5 a.m. ready for a vacation only to discover your airplane is still having a sleepover in Cleveland. And here's another reason to pay attention to your phone while traveling. Somebody allegedly created fake Wi-Fi on a Delta flight. Yes, you heard me correctly. Delta is investigating after an unidentified passenger allegedly created a fake Wi-Fi network aboard a flight traveling from Las Vegas to Atlanta. According to the reports, the fake network was designed to look like the airplane's legitimate Wi-Fi. Once the crew became aware of it, the pilots contacted air traffic control, and the aircraft's legitimate Wi-Fi was reportedly switched off about 30 minutes. Delta says the airplane's actual Wi-Fi network was never compromised, and the safety of the flight was never in question. The airline says it is investigating and plans to work with federal law enforcement and aviation regulators. Now, I have questions because imagine sitting there trying to watch Netflix and seeing Delta Wi-Fi, then real Delta Wi-Fi. Then, trust me, this is Delta Wi-Fi. Free, final two. No ma'am. I'm putting my phone back in airplane mode and watching the little airplane move across the map for 3 hours. Sometimes boredom is cybersecurity. The travel tip of the day. And today's story gives us a perfect travel tip. Never automatically trust Wi-Fi just because the network name looks legitimate. Whether you're on an airplane, in an airport, hotel, cruise terminal, or coffee shop, confirm the official network name before connecting, and especially avoid entering banking passwords, credit card details, or sensitive information on a network you're unsure about. If you see several networks with several identical names, ask, because free airport Wi-Fi is wonderful. Gary's totally legitimate free airport Wi-Fi might need some investigation. Protect your vacation and protect your password. So, before we go, crewmates, I have some questions. Which one of today's stories surprised you the most? Was it the casino altercation on board the Utopia of the Seas? Or was it John Hill making 39 years with Carnival? Or was it hundreds of weather-related flight disruptions? Or the passenger allegedly creating fake Wi-Fi networks aboard the Delta flight? And be truthful. Do you usually check the Wi-Fi network name before connecting when you travel? Because after today's story, I will now. Drop your answers in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Again, I'm GFree, your cruise therapist. Follow the Cruise Therapy Podcast on Facebook for more cruise news, travel alerts, destination trends, and of course, cruise therapy. Until our next therapy session, keep calm, keep cruising, and keep listening. And I'll see you aboard Virgin Voyages, Resilient Lady. Meet me at the pool party. I'll be wearing a sequins red robe for the Scarlet Night party with a Make Me Blush martini in my hand.
Oh, behave. Yeah, baby.
Shout out to Austin Powers. Now tell me, what are you wearing to the party? Thanks for listening. Bye.